Okay, so now how do we graph quadratic inequalities? Quadratic inequalities, you start out the exact same way you did with graphing a quadratic. The only difference is then you have to pay attention to shading and the line type. So we're going to start the same way. Okay, which way does it open? Look at the front. Is there a negative sign? No negative sign. So this one opens up. Now we do our axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry is still negative b divided by 2a. So I have negative of negative 2 divided by 2 times 1. That's what x is equal to. That's going to be positive 2 divided by 2. That's at 1. Okay? Now let's do the vertex. Vertex, remember the x value is on the axis of symmetry, so that's going to be at 1. Now I've got to find the y value. So 1 squared is 1. Minus 2 times 1, that's negative 2. So 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Minus 3. Negative 5, right? 1 minus 2 minus 3. Oh, that's negative 4. Wow, that was bad. Okay, 1 and negative 4. Now let's do the y-intercept. Y-intercept, x is 0. So first term, 0, minus 0, minus 3. Yep, minus 3. Okay, now we got to do the x-intercepts. We're going to try and factor it. X squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0. What are my factors? Two numbers that multiply to give me 3, subtract to give me 2. Minus 3 plus 1. You got it. Set each piece equal to 0. X is equal to 3. X is equal to negative 1. Okay? So now, let's graph each one of those. It faces up. Axis of symmetry is at 1. Dashed line. Is at 1. Vertex is at 1, negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a bright dot there. Okay? Y-intercept is at negative 3. Put a dot at negative 3. X-intercepts, positive 3, 2, 3, and negative 1, 1. Okay? Now remember, we can reflect one of those dots over. We can reflect our wonderful y-intercept over to create a mirror image dot so that we have a nice, pretty mirror image. Then I create, gotta draw my parabola, gotta look at the inequality symbol. Okay? What kind of inequality symbol do I have? It's a greater than and equal to. Okay, equal to means I do have a solid line.
Good afternoon. A couple real quick enough. Number one, the weather is inclement. Not supposed to get any better. It's wet. It's slick. If you're driving home, be very, very careful.
Okay. So I can draw a nice solid line right in here. And then, which way are we going to shade? Okay. So our shading is greater than. So we're going to go with up. Now what does up mean? I look at my vertex and I look at anything that's higher than the vertex. So right above the vertex is up. So I'm going to shade right in here. So it ends up being inside. If I'm not sure which way to shade, I can plug in a point. I would plug in 0, 0. So I'm going to take 0, 0 and plug that into my equation. So I want 0 to know if 0 is greater than or equal to 0 squared minus 0 minus 3. Is 0 greater than or equal to, what is all this? Minus 3. Does that check? Check. That means my shading is correct.